Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at FrenchieStamps.com in the US. Today I'm going to share how to do a window, like a 4-panel window with the rectangle postage stamp. And while we're at it, we will do a shaker card. So you can do it with or without the shaker. So let me get started and share with you. I prepped most of the stuff, exception I want to share with you the window sheet. All the supplies will be listed on my blog. You get the direct link below. I will have all measurement and also the easy shopping button, and that you can get the window sheet there. They come 12 by 12. We need 3.5, just a little bit shorter than, I'm just going inside the line there. 3.5 by 4 3/4, and again I just go like inside the line so it won't pass on the side. Put it that way. That's it. You just cut it on your regular paper trimmer. So now that we get that, to do the postage window, we're gonna use a piece. I try many different size and so on, and this is the easiest way for me to be able to do it, that it lined up. I start with a piece of cardstock, whichever color that you wish to have your like window frames. It measures 4 by 5 1/4. I take my rectangle postage stamp. I go right at the edge. When I mean right at the edge, slide it, go right at the edge. See here, it's completely straight, okay? Punch once. Then you're going to count 5 of those little like round circle or scallop at the bottom. Count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one, align that straight with the 5th one and punch. Now flip this around, and then we're going to go right at the edge on this side this time, because you know we just flipped the thing. We're going to go right at the edge, right here, punch, and again move to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's the 5th one right there, and then punch. Voila. See, you get a very lovely framing. You could use that template also if you want a sponge in the back. Let me share with you what I mean by that. Let me grab another white here. So I'm not using the sponging, but I will do a card, so then I'm going to refer to this. I would just put this at the top. I'm going to use the Balmy Blue to sponge on top there. And all this here. And then just sponge. And sponge. So that would give you a mat to do a different background, or this 4 square, put it that way. And also you could stamp in the center of this. Oops. Let me remove this, and boom. So now you see what I'm talking about. Okay, that's done. It's not for this video, right? So one thing, so that's how you would keep for your mat, okay? But now what we need to do for our window, because you see it's not the same proportion. I put on the long way at the top there, I put that at 1/4 inch. Cut. And the bottom also at 1/4 inch. I bet some of you are going to say, why don't you start that way with the size that you need? Then it's hard to decide where to push. This way it's no guessing, because when I punched this, I went all the way in. So that is the reason why. Now you're going to take the side that you get more cardstock. You're going to put that at 3.5. So that is my main reason why I start with a different size and then come and trim, and it's much easier to have the right proportion, and you see it's all equally. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, now you're gonna have all that. If you want, because I did different ones. So I did this one. This one, if you see, it's not embossed. This one I embossed with the plain wood. You see? And the one that we're going to do today, I embossed so I can share with you. This one, it's not a shaker card, but I still use the window. I put my mousse, and the mousse, I had to cut the legs there. So I just glue my mousse at the bottom there, attach my legs so I knew where it was going. Put the window just like what we're going to do, but I didn't put the foam strip. So then I can apply. So you get the backing, that's where I stamp and sponge. You get the window, and then you get your frame on top. And all this would go on top of your card base. I am not putting a greeting right now. I don't think this will be a Christmas card. I think it's going to be a masculine card, a birthday card. You see, I use, so the trees are from the Mousse stamp set. I'm using a few, so I use the trees from Mary Mousse, but I think I will use this for a birthday card. Now for the shaker card, you see, you get the snow in each corner. So I'm gonna share how we're gonna do that. And I use, for the wreath, I use Snow Wonder, but still the trees, I didn't use those trees. I felt this one was better for this card, the one from the Mousse. For the wreath, I want to point out something. When you stamp the wreath, oh, I think I still have it on a stamp someplace here. Yes, it is. So you see, you get that little V at the top pointing up. So that, stamp that facing up. The reason why you want that, you see this little point right there? So that's your center. Boom. It's very easy to align. That's how I done my, let me think, my wreath. And also the wreath, I use Wink of Stella. I stamp with Mossy Meadow, use Wink of Stella to add more. And I color the bow with the blends. And this is the one we're going to do today. Well, similar to this, with the window sheet and the shaker. So what I done, I got my frame, like I said, I emboss it with the pine wood. I'm going to have all the supplies. This here, I'm going to use the one that it's raised up. We're going to put that there. It's very vanilla, but the rest, it's, let me think, it is, I'm looking for an ink pad here. The rest, it's like in the white, and I wanted my frame a different color from the scenery, because usually your frame of the house or cabin, it's not the color of the scenery. So that's why I went with very vanilla. I'm using crumb cake, and I'm just tapping my ink pad directly on this here. So then I get more the detail of the wood. Now that we get this done, what I done, I use a piece of cardstock that measured 3 3/4, 3.5 by 4 3/4. I stamp the trees. Let me show you something you don't want to do. I went more at the top, and I thought, oh, I'm going to put some more there because I'm going to have the snowman. Well, that don't look the right proportion, those little trees beside the snowman. So you want the trees just at the top. And let me share quick how I done this. So the trees, again, that's from Mary Mousse. We're using the Snow Wonder, but it's Mary Mousse, the trees that I choose. So I stamp, lift up, and stamp again. See, so you're going to have different color trees, so it looks like you get, it's going down in the forest. So the little one, it's the same one. Stamp, there. Stamp, and there, and you can even go there. So you see, that's how you're going to get the illusion that you get more trees in the background. Now I stamp my snowman with Pretty Peacock, die cut it, color with the light pretty peacock and a seaside spray there, all olive for the thing. So that is it. I'm gonna put that on top of it. Yes, I could have stamped directly, but I would have added to mask it so the trees are not whatever mixed with the snowman. But this one here, before I decide where to put it, I need to see the frame. So it's going to go about here or there, because I don't want to cut too much of him, but then I don't want to cut his face neither like this. So I'm going to decide about where I want this. This look pretty good this way. I want it lower. So right here, that's where he's gonna go. So I'm gonna put that right here, put that there. Now what I'm gonna do is I won't pop him up. I just gonna put a bit of tape there. Don't worry about the arm going too long. We're gonna fix that. Lift him up, put some adhesive in the back, and glue him there. And the reason why I don't want him to pop up, because we're gonna do a shaker card, and then the shaker would go all in the back of him. Now, because this is too long, just turn it upside in the back and trim his finger there. That's it. This is lifting up a bit. I'm just going to add maybe a little bit of glue in the back of him. Here we go. So we can have some snowflake that's going to hit him. That's okay. Now we're going to take our window sheet and we're going to glue this in the back of our frame. And this one, instead of putting our frame horizontal, we're going to put it the long way, okay? So I like to use Tombow glue to add this. So what I'm going to do is add all my glue all around the frame, including the center, because I don't want it to bow in the center. So I just add glue all on my frame, center, and then the center here also. Now glue, put that right on top of your window sheet. You know what? I think I'm going to lift it up, put it there and there. Now that it's all put together lovely, turn it upside down and press. You want to press quite a bit because it's embossed, okay? Now the big trick, if you want to have some snow in between all of the the window panel, we're gonna have to put this is the foam strip all in the four whatever window. So I'm gonna put that right here. You try to put it not in the window, and the less amount or bits and pieces, the faster it go, okay? Now I'm going to take another strip. You know what? This here, I removed that because from the first one I learned the less bits and pieces the better, okay? Well, the better. It's just go faster when you come to remove your gonna put that there, and then here again. So really you want to cut a little bit shorter there. I'm gonna put that right here. And now I'm gonna use another strip. Oops. And we're gonna put that right at the bottom here. You can have a little gap, that's okay. I go sideways here. It's just you don't want a big gap. If you get a big gap, you know what's going to happen. Your sequin's going to fall out of your shaker card. Oh, you have to make sure to put the sticky down, right? Here we go. And those bits and pieces, you can use it like dimensional here, okay? Now, I want some here. Like I said, I want some snow in each of those window panel. So I'm going to put that right here. Boom. Now I just need another little piece here. And this, if you see this one, it's thicker. It was the outline of my foam strip. I'm at the end here. As long as it don't go on the side, we're good. Okay, now press that lovely. Now what I like to do, it's take our snowflake sequins. That's a return of last year. We get them back. I was very excited to see that. Just make sure before we start there that it's flat. Here I get the bumpy bump. I'm going to remove a little bit of this here. It was pushing, bowing, or whatever. Well, maybe here we go. Now I can push that straight. You just want no like wave in your foam strip. Okay, here you see I get some glue. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to use my inky rag before we get started. I don't have my inky rag. I got another rag here. And I'm going to use some hand sanitizer. I didn't see that till now. Do you see glue and glue? So I'm just going to wash my window before we assemble this. Because if it's in the inside, you cannot wash your window after, right? Here we go. If it's the outside, you could have washed it after, but it was in the inside. So you just want to have a clean window before you start. Or after you put the glue, just make sure to clean it. I want more at the bottom. More snow at the bottom. So this is the bottom here. I'm going to make sure to glue it at the bottom. I'm going to put more sequins at the bottom. I just use and pinch it and go in. And it's kind of static. That is normal. That's what sequins do. At the top, I'm going to put less. Okay, this should be good. Now let me remove that from my hand. I'm just laughing because I got even glue on my hand, I think. Okay, now the trick here, I try many ways, and for me this worked better. You don't want it to pop neither. So let me make sure I'm in the view of the camera there. I use my scissors. Oops. Okay, I use my scissors and I just poke and lift it up, remove. Poke, remove. That, now you see why you don't want too many bits and pieces, because that make it that you have to poke more and it can pop, right? Oh, this one is stubborn a bit. Here we go. And then this one. After you get the poking, you can use a piercer too. Absolutely. I like to use my scissors. Well, this one is just don't want to cooperate with me. Here we go. And then we're going to do this one. Okay, last one. Here we go. Now I leave this flat there. Remember, there we get more sequins. I want it at the bottom. Now this is my bottom. It's going to go right here at the top, and I just follow this. I'm going to have to bring it closer to me here. I get the camera, the spotlight, and so on, but I think I can smack it right where it belongs. Okay, before I press R, though, let me flip it, see? Oh, perfect. Okay, now just rub your finger all around so your foam strip, it's all put there. Now to mail this, you're going to need extra postage because of the thickness. Now I got a pretty peacock 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to mount this in the back. Oh, love it. So this also, it's a snowman. I know you get the holly, but it could be a birthday too. So I am not putting a greeting in the front. I'm going to decide what I want inside, and then it's going to be there. See, is that fun? And what I like about this with the 4 window, the way that we put it, you know, all the foam strip, it's like the snow, it's sticking at the bottom of the window, you know, like when the frost and the snow stick at the frame of the window. That's what it reminds me of. So just put your adhesive in the back. Yes, I like to put a bunch. Inside, I just stamp my snowman in Pretty Peacock. I will not color any of it with the stamping blends because it would come in the back. And this, I'm just going to put this here. Voila. Now you got on the long way, you got on the side way. Both of these, see, are shaking card. You got all that snow shaking. And this one here wouldn't need extra postage. It's flat, but it's still a window, and boom. That is it. I will have all the measurement, all the supplies that I use on my blog, and you can shop 24/7. Right below you get the direct link. And again, the punch was the rectangle postage stamp to do our 4-panel window. That is it for today, my friend. Till next time, happy stamping and stay safe. Bye-bye for now.